Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Queen of Wands. I am Pat. Good evening. I hope you guys had a great day and had some great dinner. I hope you had some vegetables as well as water to keep yourself nourished and hydrated. So, this is also, and water, divine saying, is help keeping your energy clear, helping you feel a little unstressed, and just giving you a little bit of motivation, just keeping your body cleansed. All right, as well as spiritual baths. Okay, so I hope you guys had a great dinner. Okay, and I just have some more energy here. Thank you for all of the thumbs up. Thank you for the super thanks. I truly appreciate it. And thank you for all of the loves, the likes, the donations, or anything that you guys do to help me grow the channel. It is truly appreciated. I can't say it enough before every video. Okay, so I got some energy here where people are telling other people that you are fake. Somebody could be telling people that you are fake. Okay, and somebody grew up here in a toxic environment. All right, somebody really grew up in a toxic environment, and this video right here is somebody's childhood fears. Somebody have a lot of childhood fears as a child. They could have been traumatized in their childhood. They never received any help or any type of therapy or counseling as a child here. And they could have dealt with a traumatic, childhood. This traumatized them into their adulthood. That's what Divine is saying right here. So this is that video about childhood wounds and things that we never really resolved as a child that has carried over into us being an adult, and this is now affecting our life as well as our relationships, as well as the relationship with our children. All right. So, all right, what I have here is that they grew up in a toxic environment. All right, so somebody don't want this to get out. I feel heavy throat chakra energy. Okay, yeah, in a toxic environment. Okay, and the first card I got right here, this is my own childhood wounds deck that I made, all right, quite a while ago. All right, and I got the first card right here was I was molested as a child by a family member. All right, so somebody in these childhood could have been molested, by a family member here. And this is some things that they grew up with. These two cards right here don't even belong in this. So let's see what they are. All right, these are my childhood cards. So they fell out here, and I keep running across this, so it's time for me to do this video about the childhood wounds. All right, and this is domestic violence played a major role in somebody's childhood. All right, domestic violence. And then on the back right here, my parents are narcissists. My childhood wounds has affected my adult life and my relationships. And this is exactly what I was just saying. So this is somebody has realized this, that a lot of things that's happening in their life is because of their childhood. Okay, things they saw, from their parents or from people that was involved in their life. All right, somebody could have been a daddy's girl. All right, what's this energy? My mom cheated on my dad. I saw her. She was a different race. My mom cheated on my dad. All right, and somebody saw that somebody could have been messing with somebody outside of their race. Yeah, it was a different culture here. All right, so somebody was dating someone outside of their race. Somebody saw that in their childhood. Okay, somebody was raised by all women. All right, it could have been an absent father type of energy here. All right, I got these energies. All right, drugs and drinking played a role in my childhood. Drugs and drinking, it played a major role in somebody's childhood. Yeah, somebody could have had also multiple outside siblings that they was unaware of due to affairs. All right, in somebody's childhood. All right, so it was a lack of education, so somebody had to accept low-paying jobs. All right, and this is my parents dropped out of school. Somebody's mom or dad dropped out of school, and they had to accept low-paying jobs due to a lack of education. Okay, and this is I hated myself. I hated my life. I was teased and bullied as a child. So somebody hated their life. This could have been somebody's parents as well who hated their life. All right. Somebody could have got teased or bullied as a child. And this could have had a traumatic effect on someone's life growing up. I see sibling rivalry here. Somebody could have had a lot of sibling rivalry. All right. Gambling played a major role in my childhood. Somebody's parents could have been gamblers. All right. And this was unwise spending. And they never had enough. Because maybe somebody had a gambling addiction. Somebody's parents could have been gamblers. And there was a lot of unwise spending. And they never had enough. Someone could have not had enough for food, for the bills, to take care of the house due to a gambling addiction. All right. Somebody's parents never showed them love. This one stayed on the table. All right. And somebody right here is a mama's boy. Somebody's a mama's boy. Somebody always stayed around a mother. All right. Somebody's father was in and out. Somebody's father could have had multiple lovers. And somebody could have just became attached to their mom. Holy Spirit, what's this energy about childhood wounds? All right. And this is a young marriage. Maybe somebody married at a young age. All right. I hear teenage. Somebody could have married still when they was a teenager. All right. My dad was a womanizer, a player, hurt women, hurt my mom. So somebody's dad was a womanizer. Somebody could have picked up their dad ways of being a player and a womanizer and hurting other women. All right. Somebody could have got married at a young age, but they didn't know what marriage was about and became a womanizer and just a player. All right. Yeah. Somebody was raised by women in a family. All right. A family of women raised me. My dad spent years in jail. He was not there for me. All right. I said the absent father energy is here. All right. And I still see the sibling rivalry. All right. Holy Spirit. And this is a financial lack. All right. This is financial lack and struggling. Because someone could have followed their parents' patterns and dropped out of school. All right. I dropped out of school at a young age. So someone dropped out of school at a young age because of financial lack and they were struggling. And someone could have dropped out of school to get a job. All right. Holy Spirit, what is these energies? And yes, I was molested as a child. All right. So somebody was definitely molested as a child. All right. It could have been kids raising kids in a household. All right. Maybe the parents was absent here or wasn't available or was out working or doing whatever they was doing here. But I see domestic violence was major in this family, in this childhood. Domestic violence was. All right. And my parents, they was just narcissists. They saying these wounds right here is what affected someone's childhood. And now it's affecting their adulthood. Someone has carried these wounds into their adulthood. They have never healed over these things that happened to them as a child here. All right, look at this. No big birthdays. No big holiday celebrations here. This person didn't have all of that. All these parties and all this celebration and happiness right here. I grew up in poverty and lack and without. This is how they grew up here. All right. So if somebody ran into flock with somebody because of financial status, it's because when they were growing up, they did not have, financial freedom. Somebody struggled here all their life as a child. Okay. From childhood wounds. All right, Holy Spirit, please tell us what was the traumatic issues in this childhood wounds. All right, this was devious. Somebody was devious and sneaky. Somebody always had a plot. This could have been somebody's mom, all right, who was just sneaky. This person wasn't always around. All right, this person couldn't be trusted. This was somebody's own mom that couldn't be trusted, that put fear into a child. Okay, somebody did not trust their own mom. All right, Holy Spirit, what is these energies? Yes, soft here. All right, and this is people. Somebody wanted to try and be peaceful and respectful. All right, but somebody kept testing somebody. I feel like somebody wanted to keep the peace in the household, but I feel like it was a lot of tested energy. And maybe this is a situation where a mom could have been testing the dad because of things that a mom was doing here. All right. So childhood issues can come from both parents. It can come from siblings. It can come from anybody. Childhood wounds. It can come from school, bullying, anything. All right. But I'm getting this energy that a father could not trust a mom here. Okay. Couldn't trust a mom with the kids as well. All right. What's this energy here? Yeah, just like me. Yeah, there's a father who now thinks their son is just like them. Some things that happen in a son's life or could be happening now is the results of them having the same energy as their dad. All right. This womanizer. Somebody feel like they just like, who raised them. All right. Somebody don't want to be stuck in this culture. Somebody want a new world. They don't want to suffer from what happened in a child. They don't want their children to live this life neither. All right. It's like somebody wants to have a different world. They don't want to be in lack. They don't want to struggle here. All right. Yeah. Somebody feel like they do deserve the best. All right. Somebody felt like they've been through a lot, but everything they put you through, they didn't expect you to come out on top. All right. This could be abandonment, but somebody still went through the storm, still came out on top. If this person had kids or whatever, this could be a single mama who was abandoned, but this mama still came out on top. She still raised her kids the best way she could here. Okay. I feel like it's some father that was abandoned, and this father, didn't want all of this obligation. It's just like, it seemed like these are inconsistent parents, had too much going on, and then maybe at a young age and couldn't deal with it. All right, Holy Spirit, what is this energy of childhood wounds? What is these childhood wounds, Holy Spirit? All right, yeah. Being isolated, all right, feeling lonely, feeling alone, abandoned, feeling like you had to do everything by yourself, all right, and this is learning lessons, teaching other lessons, teaching your kids lessons about life. Somebody feel like they had to do everything alone, they was isolated type of energy here, abandoned, and it's like somebody didn't stick with somebody through the hard times here. Somebody feel like they was auctioned off. This is a male energy, a father energy, a son energy. All right. Somebody feel like they was just thrown in the group of others. All right. Somebody also had a hard time getting jobs. All right. I feel like somebody's childhood, it's a mentality where somebody felt like slave energy here. Right, I feel like this is like a struggle. Somebody feel like their life was always a struggle. Somebody feel like they had to take whatever job came their way. It's like an auction energy here. The highest bidder type of energy. This could have been way back in the old days type of energy here. All right, this could be some ancestor stuff as well, like a childhood pattern, ancestor patterns that kept on going as far as lack mentality. All right. It could have been some domestic violence. Somebody raising their hand towards another here in situations here. All right. Somebody, it's like whatever somebody did, somebody was just unimpressed. This could have been a feminine or male energy, but it seems like whatever somebody did to try to bring something into this marriage, this relationship, into this home, it just wasn't never enough. Okay. Yeah. Somebody was really loving and thought they was doing the best they could. This is a mother figure. But it seemed like whatever they was doing, it wasn't enough. Some mothers even worked outside the home as well as taking care of the home inside. And it just wasn't enough. All right? And this could have been due to absent fathers in some of these situations here. All right? And somebody is like, somebody still kind of throw out the struggle that they went through. All right? And somebody feel like, get over it already. So it's like somebody don't acknowledge what somebody went through, you know, in a childhood, you know, or the abandonment that they felt. And this has caused a wound in somebody, because somebody feel like they went through a lot, they was alone, but somebody saying, so what, just get over it already. So somebody feels some kind of way about that. They know they went through a lot of shit, and somebody just saying, fuck it. All right, yeah, somebody's very flamboyant. All right, somebody is like, they want to be flamboyant now. They could be this way because of childhood wounds and a lack mentality. So somebody could be dressing really flamboyant, over accessorizing, over buying, because of the lack mentality they had as a child. All right, yes, somebody feel like bought and sold. Somebody felt like they just wasn't good enough. Somebody felt like they had multiple choices. It's a lot of rivalry going on here. This could also be sibling rivalry. All right. Somebody felt like it was different people over them. This could have even been like favoritism within siblings. It's like an outsmarted energy here. Like it could have been sibling rivalry, and one wanted to up the other one all the time. All right. This is also arrogant energy right here. All right. It could have been a dad that had multiple lovers. All right. And I feel like it could have been a dad who was out doing things for different lovers instead of taking care of the home front. All right. And whoever this mom is, they never said nothing about this. They knew that they was dealing with somebody arrogant, and somebody thought they'd just do their own thing anyway. But somebody knew that their husband, you know, was out here spending and flaunting with other women. There was a womanizer energy. It's like somebody settled. It's a tradition here. Like somebody settled when they knew that somebody was out there doing wrong. Somebody settled because of children. All right. This did more damage than good. Okay, it's what I hear. It did more damage than good in this relationship. Okay, yes. Because somebody else right here was just heartless. Somebody was out here doing what they wanted to do. This is a husband. This is a father who was just out here doing what they wanted to do with different people. All right. And somebody's son took on this mentality here. All right. And maybe that's why some player energy out here, some womanizing energy here. There could have even been people seeing they mom or dad with different lovers. Okay. Yep. Somebody's like had a street mentality. Somebody was for the streets. Somebody could have been wearing do-rag. Somebody just had, you know, somebody could have had some type of hair, some good hair, some type of hair. Somebody had some type of style and flavor that made them kind of attractive. All right. I feel back in the day, somebody had some old school pimp style energy here. All right. Somebody was all about how they looked and dressed. Somebody could have wore some jewelry here that was like really noticeable. Somebody could have almost dressed like a pimp. Type of energy is what I'm feeling. And that's why somebody had a lot of options here. Somebody entertained a lot of options. I feel like somebody just wasn't at home to be a parent here. Yes. And that's why this mom stepped in and tried to do her best that she could do here. Because somebody was alone. All right. Somebody was out here. So somebody tried to be an example. All right. This mom tried to be an example. Maybe she had daughters and something like that or whatever. But I see a mommy's boy here. Yeah. Somebody did a self-reflection. Somebody started knowing that they deserve better. All right. Knowing that they deserve better. They was doing the best they can. Somebody got tired of being caught up in a situation here. All right. And somebody felt like their intelligence level was being tested. Somebody started doubting themselves and wondering. This could be a mom figure. Wondering if she was doing the right thing with this person. Somebody felt very stuck here. It's like an absent marriage, absent parents here. I feel like the children was raising children in a situation here. Yup. And it's like betrayed. This dad could have got betrayed, alright? Or this dad betrayed their family. Alright? But I feel like whoever this dad was, they was out there in them damn streets. Alright? Somebody was in those streets right here. Alright? Holy Spirit. Yes, alright. And somebody's like really flashy and gaudy. I just feel like somebody didn't have a lack. Alright? And this is a dad who could have went for flashy and gaudy people. Somebody used people as a way to come up. Yes, look at this. Somebody's dad was a womanizer. Somebody's dad had multiple different lovers. Alright? And this is the energy that somebody was doing this shit for decades. Somebody been doing this all their life. Just having multiple lovers. Alright? Somebody could have put a generational curse on somebody for doing all of this. Alright? In somebody's childhood, they was a witch, dealing with the witch. Alright? Somebody could have put out curses because somebody was dealing with multiple different lovers here. Alright? So somebody's mom or somebody was a witch back in the day. Alright? Some of the same energy that somebody's pulling in on today. So it definitely could be a mom who's a witch, and this witch could be in her 70s, 80s, or 90s at this point. Alright? Yeah. This lady, she was just, somebody's mom was just worried about the kids. Alright? Maybe she was doing spell work to try to bring her husband back home. Her husband could have been a cheater. She was worried about the kids, their stability, their foundation, how they was going to get taken care of. Alright? But at the end of the day, she just wanted to be free. Nothing was working out with this marriage. Alright? She felt pent down. Her angers and PTSD energies could have created childhood wounds within the kids, the foundation, the home. Alright? Somebody was proud, arrogant, and cocky. Somebody was in and out, alright, of their own family's life, is what I'm getting here, alright? Yeah, somebody was just too urban, too street. Somebody loved the streets. I told you somebody was into their chains, into their jewelry, into their street life here, alright? And it's a mom energy that was just quiet. Stayed at home, took care of the kids, could have worked a job and tried to take care of the kids and had the kids raising the kids just to find some type of stability because she couldn't depend on this spouse, this baby daddy, this husband. Alright, yes. This person was all about survival. Alright, there could have been a dad who spent some time in jail because they was in the streets. Alright? So that was another reason why a dad could have been absent from some type of home. Alright? The next energy I got right here is childhood wounds could have been a tragedy. Alright? In someone's life as a child. They could have witnessed something, seen something. Somebody could have had lost a parent. Alright? As a child. Alright? So Holy Spirit, tell us about this tragedy as a child that created childhood wounds, Holy Spirit. Alright, simplicity. It's like heals the soul. No one got healed. Somebody wasn't healed from this. Alright, it could have been some type of death or a tragedy. I feel like nobody really talked to nobody about it. It was like people was just left to heal and find a way. Nobody really talked to nobody about it or anything. So somebody could have lost a parent, a relative, or whatever, and somebody was just swept it under the rug and moved on. That was something that should have been discussed with a child. That person could have played a role in their life, and that person just disappeared in a death, and nobody talked to somebody about it. Told them nothing. Somebody just disappeared. Simplicity. Somebody, they just didn't have a normal life. They didn't have a simple life. And it could have been due to a tragedy. Okay? Yeah, resistance here. Somebody was feeling empty and lost and all alone. Alright? And somebody just afraid here of transformation and moving forward. All right. So now somebody out here definitely is witchcraft going on, or voodoo. But somebody also right here is resisting, you know, changing their lifestyle, changing their beliefs, their thoughts. Somebody is resisting changing ancestral patterns. Somebody want to be stuck in this pain and misery, and that's what they inflicted upon others as they become an adult or became an adult. All right. Somebody's used to tragedy, but they just don't hear from it. Somebody could have a cold heart and don't even know how to deal with things. All right. And this is a palladium. I can't even pronounce it, but it's to understand yourself and try to balance out your life. All right. And try to evolve instead of challenge yourself with social norms. All right. So somebody didn't fit in. Somebody had, was different here. All right. They didn't understand how to balance out their differences, their polarity here. This is human race. It could have also been different cultures. Somebody just didn't balance out different cultures. If they was in different cultures, that's how they grew up. They didn't know how to balance that out. Somebody couldn't deal with some of the social norms of life as a child. All right. I feel like this is also loner energy. Kids who don't, these could have been loners as a child too, and now they could have some of the same energy as an adult. You have a teenage soul. They could have had issues. This is why they still kind of immature, because somebody don't know how to deal with things that happen with them as a child. Somebody didn't never talk to nobody about it, never discussed anything. It was like just fix it and move on by yourself on the inside. And there's so many questions somebody never got answers to, especially if they lost somebody. All right. So somebody could be stuck in some type of immature behavior too, where they just feel like life is a free will. All right. Somebody could be stuck in ego. All right. Somebody feel ambitious to do things, but they don't follow through with things. Somebody stuck in an immature state here due to their childhood. All right. Due to their childhood. Yes. It's a spiritual elder here. Somebody could have a spiritual elder or ancestor or somebody here to help them deal with some of these things that happened in their childhood. Somebody could have a spiritual ancestor that's trying to help them discern truth from illusion and learn how to love. Somebody's ancestor could be sending them love and healing and trying to teach them to learn lessons about life that they struggled from as a child that's now affecting their adulthood. Yup, a level 6 between the world and the spirit realm. Somebody's ancestor is trying to help somebody heal. Somebody's ancestor is trying to help them heal from wounds as a child that they're struggling with today as an adult. So this is between realms, ancestor and the 3D. They're trying to help them resolve these conflicts and offer guidance to them. That's beautiful. Somebody's in like a unconscious state. That's why they're here. Because somebody don't know right from wrong. Somebody confused here. And they're just saying somebody not awake. Somebody is still asleep, but they think they're awake. And that's due to their ego and pride, but they not. They still unconscious. They don't know what's going on here. Somebody don't even know how to get the signs and synchronicities here. But your ancestors see that you are struggling here. Yes, because you have to learn the lesson. Seeing the big picture. That's what your ancestors are trying to show you, the big picture. All right? They don't want you to continue to struggle from the wounds that they left you with, that you went through, that they struggled with. They're trying to wake you up, your third eye as well, so you can see the big picture and learning important lessons in life so you can overcome these difficulties and stop inflicting these wounds on yourself as well as others and your children. All right? They want you to change, just break the generational curse pattern. Look at this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They want you to burn this fucking karma. Whatever was left behind, paying off past old debt. It's time to step towards your soul freedom, advancing towards your own true potential after you have got rid of all of these hurts and pains that you went through as a child. It's time for you to free this and free your family, free your children, because they don't want you to deal with that. You deserve so much more, and your ancestors are here in the realm trying to help you overcome this karma. All right? Because this is a life path too. They want you to have harmonious relationships, partnerships, harmony. All right? They want you to be in the limelight, have wonderful companionship. They don't want you to suffer in toxic relationships like they did. All right? Somebody could have passed away. Somebody could have lost a parent. And that's also a reason why you wasn't shown this love. Somebody could have lived with their grandmother, raised you. All right? Yep, they want you to go through this transformation so you can change your life and stop suffering. Because some of the decisions you're making in your adulthood, they see is from what you suffered through as a child. And that's what your ancestors are saying to you. Yes, and some of you guys are criminal minded. Some of you guys grew up with a criminal history. All right? Your parents, your relatives, your siblings, they friends or whoever could have had a criminal mind. Somebody was all in the streets. And now this is what somebody knows, just being in the streets. Somebody like to hustle. Now, I told you somebody's daddy is some pimps around here back in the day. I get some pimp energy. And that's why somebody was in the streets dealing with lovers, different women. All right? Different energies here. All right? Yes. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They just had a criminal mind. All right? Somebody's parents could have been robbers, doing illegal stuff. They spent time in jail. That's why they was absent. Somebody was out here doing illegal activities. Drugs, money, scams, stealing. Yeah, they want you to create a new life. All right? They want you to create something different. All right? Instead of being stuck in this old childhood wound energy. Okay? Any more messages, Holy Spirit? Yes. All right. Tell us about these childhood wounds. All right. What do you want us to do, Holy Spirit? What else we need to know? All right. It wasn't no routine for the kids. It wasn't no patterns. All right. Some of our kids didn't know how to read. We didn't know how to read. You know, it wasn't no patterns here. You know, we didn't get read bedtime stories here. Okay. It's outside, nurturing, grounding. You know, being outside the home. Plants, yard work. We never got a chance to do none of this kind of stuff that could have helped us grow. And it's what Divine is saying right here. All right? Some of us wasn't even groomed. Some of us didn't even get our hair combed. We just lived a tight life right here. You know? Yup, look at this. We suffered job losses, money problems. It was wow. Our childhood was wow. Job losses, money problems here. These are childhood wounds, Holy Spirit. Childhood wounds. All right. We could have had messy houses, chores, responsibilities. All right. Something about the home, keeping it clean. All right. Nobody gave us gestures of love, cards. Nobody made us feel special, showed us magic, showed us love. That was a lack in our childhood. Nobody made us feel like they was proud. Nobody said thank you. Nobody taught us the sincerity of life. And that's what Divine is saying. Nobody was appreciative about anything. You know, wasn't no thank yous, I'm proud of you, you're welcome, and all that kind of stuff. That's what Divine is saying right here. As a child, we just wasn't bred, it seems like, the right way. And now this only resonates for some. Some of us had an awesome childhood. Alright? But this resonates for some. Alright? So only take what resonates with you. You don't have to post a nasty ass comment about your childhood. You wasn't like this. Alright? But some people was. Okay? This is, yes, we were unable to purchase homes. Alright? Have mortgages. Alright? Insurances. Rentals. This is all we could do. It was hard to find homes. They was already taken off under us. We wasn't purchasing homes back in the day. Divine saying all the time. It wasn't money sometimes for people for that. Alright, some people didn't have that kind of money to buy homes. We could have been going from home to home. We could have been renting out different houses and stuff. We could have been kind of unstable with our living arrangements. Yeah, this is no birthday and celebrations for kids. That was out. Alright, we went to birthday parties for other kids maybe, but we didn't have any for ourselves. Alright, and this is discipline. We couldn't watch TV all the time. People monitor what we watched on TV. We didn't have no cell phones and all this kind of stuff like this. Alright, we didn't have all of that kind of stuff. You know? We didn't get a chance to watch TV all day, you know. And this is medical checkups. We needed caregiving. So these are things that your ancestors and divine is saying that we missed out on. This was part of our childhood, you know, that we needed. Medical advice, intention, you know, checkups. All right. Yep. Weekend plans. Just going out somewhere, trying to have fun. You know, being taken out someplace. You know, yeah, some of us could have had serious illnesses. All right. This is mental illnesses as well. We needed medications and stuff, you know. Yeah, and you know, we had pets and stuff. We wanted pets, had pets. It's about how we took care of our pets. So a lot of these things, pets could have had played a major role in somebody's childhood. All right. Somebody wanted to take care of their pets, or it was a way that the pets were taken care of. Some things is missing here. Yeah, spirituality. Look at that. Even in our childhood, people was back in the background doing candle magic on our childhood, creating generational curses here. It's a lot going on here, even in our childhood. All right, food, groceries, home. All of us didn't have that. All right, yeah, home maintenance. We could have lived in homes that was falling apart. You know, so it was all kind of situations that some of us lived in. Okay, look at this computer, IT stuff. A lot of us didn't have this. This was out. We didn't have this kind of stuff, you know, when we was growing up. All right, so these are some of the things that divine saying has affected our life now as adults. And you know, because of our childhood, it has led us to miss many opportunities in life because of our thoughts, our wounds that never got healed. All right, it has caused us to be left out in the cold from situations. You know, our ego, our lack of motivation, our lack mentality of finances, feeling like we good, we're gonna stay in a pattern that we used to. Your ancestors saying please don't, because they fighting battles so you can live a better life. All right, yes, so you can be single, so you can be free. However you want to live, they want you to live abundantly. Nine of Pentacles. All right, you could be a hard worker. All you do is work, so you can overcome this lack mentality. All right, yep. So you are loved. All right, they want you to know you are loved. You are divinely protected. This is your ancestors watching over you, hoping that you do heal from these childhood wounds. They want you to heal from these wounds. Yep. You at a crossroads. You be at a crossroads in your life. You feel undecided. You always worried about stuff. All right. They don't want you to live like that, feeling like a lack of love, feeling at a crossroads, feeling unsure about yourself. They don't want you to be stuck in energies that they were stuck in. They really don't. Okay? Yup. Look at this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They don't want you stuck in a hangman energy, being confused or putting yourself in situations that ain't working for you because you're still suffering from your childhood wounds. They don't want you stuck at a crossroads. They want you to live your life. Okay? And this is you searching, spying, checking it out, stalking other stuff. You know, being curious about other people because you stuck. They don't want you doing all that kind of stuff. Being jealous and envious of other people. That you got to spy on other people's life because you stuck about your own life. Your ancestors don't want you to do that. Look at this, being in hermit mode, being alone. They don't want you being like this. They want you to investigate things. They want you to try to find a way to have a better life. You know, some of you guys have completed the karmic debt for you and your ancestors. And that's why they want you to come out of this wounded type of energy here. All right? They trying to support you. They giving you all kind of signs and synchronicities here. All right? Yup. This is the King of Pentacles energy. All right? This could be a business owner, a CEO. This could be somebody's grandfather. All right, type of energy I'm here. This could be somebody's daddy. All right, they asking you if it's the energy if your daddy was stuck type of energy here. They don't want you to be that way. All right, they don't want you to be stuck neither. They want you to be the King of Pentacles. All right, somebody's daddy was stuck and didn't have no pentacles. Somebody, divine, your ancestors, they want you to have these pentacles. They want you to be the King of Pentacles. They want you to be the pride and joy of your family, male or female. They want you to have that stability, 444 here. Yeah, they don't want you to be just growing up in burdens and problems, struggling, being confused, 10 of Wands. They want you to be the King of Pentacles. All right, this could be a male energy where somebody is wanting their son to be the King of Pentacles, to take care of their family, to be a loving husband, to be a provider, to be a supporter, all right, instead of causing problems. 10 of Wands. All right, yeah, they don't want you to keep struggling just because you had a traumatic childhood. All right, they don't want that. All right, thank you, Holy Spirit. They said that's the truth. All right, they want you to know your truth, live in your truth, overcome these wounds, overcome these fears. All right, and that is what your ancestors want you to remove, these childhood fears and wounds. All right, and start on your new journey for you, your children, and everybody involved in this life. They don't want you to have a struggle childhood. They don't want you to inflict these wounds upon your children today. All right, so this is what I have for you guys. Divine said the Ace of Swords, and that is the truth. It's time to cut out all these burdens, baggages, and problems. All right, and be the king or the queen of your castle and your family. Okay, so this is what I have. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.